If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 25 of the Valencia Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. Today we round out the La Liga season. We will find out today whether we can or cannot win the La Liga title. There's a race between ourselves, Barcelona, Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, maybe even Atletico Madrid up there as well depending on results. It could be any number of 5 sides that win the title this season, ourselves included. We play Real Madrid and Real Sociedad in today's episode, so it's an extremely tight title race. We're not going to show you the league table till the end just to keep the suspense rising, but we start with our first game at home against Villarreal, who haven't had the best of seasons in this particular save. However, they do have a decent side. They had a strong side last year in real life, and they lost a couple of important players like Giovanni Dos Santos and Carluce, etc. But they brought in Roberto Soldado, who's done very well for them IRL, and as you can see there, we start off on the front foot with Rodrigo drawing a save out Sergio Asenjo, but we're not able to take the lead just yet. Carlos Bella lifting the ball over the top, looking for Thiago, knocks it down very nicely into the path of Paco Alcacer, gets it back through to Thiago Alcantara with a very nice first time finesse shot into the back of the net. Unfortunately though, he was the wrong side of the offside line. Goal disallowed. 0-0 then as we push forward towards the half hour. Nice ball over the top towards Castillejo, who really nicely gets past Abdenor. I think Abdenor actually tried to drag that ball back and still ended up losing possession. But what a header from Roberto Soldado at the near post. An unstoppable attempt. Diego Alves tried his absolute best with like his 92 reflexes. Not a chance. Brilliant header from Soldado. Villarreal lead 1-0 at the Mestalla, and they're trying to get themselves a second here. Mustafi gets caught on it. Bakambu very unselfishly squares it across to Suarez and Abdenor. What a goal line block that was. That could be a title campaign saving goal line block. Goes up, hits him in the chest. His arms are up there, but you'd say his arms are in a natural position. They're not in an unnatural position. He's just trying to hold his arms in front of his chest to ensure that he doesn't handle it. Hits him in the chest and goes out for a corner which nothing came from. Lovely ball across by Rodrigo to Paco Alcacer, and he cannot turn it into the back of the net. A gorgeous opportunity to give us an equaliser just before half time that we aren't able to take. Andre Gomez to Hugo Mayo to Thiago here, trying to find ourselves that equaliser. Here's Paco in the box. Paco Alcacer straight at Sergio Asenjo. Come on, you have to get that into the back of the net, Paco. That's 2 great opportunities he hasn't been able to finish. Asenjo makes another very good save there to stop us from scoring from a corner. Enzo Perez has entered the fray for Andre Gomez. Santi Mina on the pitch as well now, as you can see here, being involved down the left hand side, played in by Paco. Santi pushing forward, went on a brilliant run in the last episode, finds the man that played it to him. Paco squares it, but he gets wiped out in the box by the defender. It's a penalty to Valencia in the final minute. You can see from the replay after the defender confirms his booking, arguable whether that should be a red card really, although I guess he'd already passed it, but nowhere near the ball when the challenge eventually, or when the contact eventually comes. Definite penalty. Paco goes down. He's going to dust himself off and take it himself as well. Paco steps up. Do we get the equaliser we need? We do. Into the top right hand corner. Paco Alcacer saves us a point at home against Villarreal. That could be crucial when it comes to the overall standings at the end of the episode. The next game, slightly bigger. It's away at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid are the opponents for the second to last, or penultimate, I suppose would be the word to use, game of the season. Obviously, one of the best, if not, well, arguably the best side in La Liga. They have Hector Bellerin on the bench, so they've bought a right-back replacement for Danilo, in at right-back, but it's Real Madrid. You know exactly what to expect from this Real Madrid side. Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, they're going to try and absolutely tear me apart, and we just have to try and defend and then maybe catch them on the odd counter-attack and, if we can, steal a win. But we'll see what happens. Carlo Vela again on the right-hand side. James into Toni Kroos here on the in the 3rd minute. Danilo pushing forward from right back on the overlap, stands it up into the middle. Benzema gets to run on the defender. The header's on target, but straight at Diego Alves, fortunately for us, and we're able to keep ourselves in the game at 0-0 just a few moments in. On the half-hour mark, we're actually trying to build something quite nice here. Ball into Parejo, back to Paco. Really nice strength actually to hold off 2 defenders here. Eventually it gets tackled, but it drops to Parejo. His shot, though, not on target. Really expected Parejo to bury that into the top corner, actually. me, and I was pretty disappointed that he didn't. Still in the first half, though, Bale's first touch is pretty poor. Abdenor steals it off him. Then he's, for some reason, turns inside rather than passing the ball, gives it to James, who gives it to Karim Benzema. Another goal disallowed for offside in today's episode. First one in the game against Villarreal was for us, so we were disappointed. This time, pretty pleased that it was disallowed. Karim Benzema, the wrong side of the defensive line. We are at 0-0 still. Thiago, though, can he get the goal to give us a 1-0 lead? No, straight at Keylor Navas, and thanks, or similar sort of finish, or similar sort of save, I should say, to Diego Alves' save from Benzema's header early on in the game. We get through with Parejo here, a brilliant reaction save from Keylor Navas again, and somehow Marcelo wins the header in the air to stop us from taking a 1-0 lead. We're growing in confidence throughout this game. As you can see, Mustafi plays a brilliant ball up towards Hugo Mayo here. He's got the beating of Marcelo as well, into the box, lays it back. Paco Alcacer misses it, drops to Thiago, tries to get it in the bottom corner, but again, Keylor Navas with the save. We have a throw-in with 10 minutes to go now in the corner. Thiago gets it back to Rodrigo. He's obviously left-footed, but has to play the ball into Rafinha here. Space for Rodrigo to Paul, who's just come onto the pitch around the outside. Angle's not the best, but he buries it in the far bottom corner. Valencia 1, Real Madrid 0 with 10 minutes to go. Even if we aren't to win the league title, a win here could be crucial when finishing as high up in the table as possible. But a win against Real would definitely help our title campaign. As you can see there, another good save from Diego Alves, this time from Isco. Nothing came from the resulting corner, and we try and catch him on the counter-attack from that corner, actually. Paco gets the ball here. He tries to play it to the man in the middle, but he was offside, hurdled over the ball. Rodrigo de Paul is clean through. He's come off the bench to score a brace and give us a 2-0 win at the Bernabeu. Ridiculous scenes from Rodrigo de Paul. That actually earned him a first-team start in the final game of the season at home against Real Sociedad. Carlos Vela dropped against the team that we brought him from simply because De Paul has been on fire for us in the run-in towards the end of the season, earned his spot in that starting lineup. Other than that, it's the same side that took on the previous two games, and will try and replicate the result from the second game of the episode rather than the first. We need a win here against Sociedad. We got a win against title rivals Real Madrid. Can we do the same against title rivals Real Sociedad? They are starting the player that we used in the swap deal for Carlos Vela, Sofiane Faguli, out on the right-hand side of their forward three. They're playing the same formation as us as well, so it's going to be interesting to see who gets the better of who. Ruben Pardo, though, in the box, across to Jonatas. It's a brilliant save from Diego Alves from point-blank range to keep Sociedad out. We actually picked up a free kick there as Pardo fouled the defender. Rodrigo de Paulo on the right-hand side, trying to do the same sort of work here against the left-back of Sociedad that he did against Marcelo. Gets the ball inside to Thiago. Thiago with the shot. I don't know how Sergio Rico's made that save down low to keep that out. Perhaps I should have gone across goal, I'm not sure. But Sofiane Faguli coming down the right-hand side here. Skips past two defenders. He's in the box. Tries to cut back. And he just runs straight into Jose Gaia there. There's not really too much I can do about that. I went for the ball. You see from the replay, Faguli then turns, almost tries to do a 180 in the box. Gaia, there's nothing you can do. He's just stood there trying to take the ball off him. It's a penalty. Jonatas steps up and he buries it into the roof of the net. I thought, I won't move. Maybe we'll be able to outpsych him. No, he managed to get it past the goalkeeper, unfortunately. A 1-0 lead for Real Sociedad here, and they continue to come forward. Sergio Canales into Jonatas again, to Gonzalo Castro, into Pardo. Pardo with a shot. Diego Alves has to push that past the post out for a corner. Pardo's come close twice now to giving them a goal, and that would have made it 2-0 and really put them out of sight. We're trying here desperately to find an opportunity in their box. We're just passing the ball about, trying to find someone that might have a little bit of space to eventually have the shot. It drops to Thiago. He has the space. He has the shot. We have an equaliser. 1-1 the scoreline in stoppage time at the end of the first half. There are 45 minutes to go in the league season. Can we get ourselves a winner? Can we win the La Liga title? Paco Alcacer is clean through. He hits the post on the hour mark, and they eventually work it clear. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting the win here. It looks like maybe the La Liga title is going to pass us by. Parejo with a brilliant effort, and the keeper again makes a save. The defender was so disappointed that he couldn't keep the ball out from going out for a corner that he walks through the electronic advertising hoardings. Corner taken to Danny Parejo. Shot from the edge of the box. Hits the defender. Hits the goalkeeper in the legs. And there is Abdenor to pick up the pieces. Absolutely delighted that he was able to just side foot home from 2 yards. We have ourselves a lead now in a game again against title rivals. We're trying to get ourselves a third goal if we can. Brilliant footwork from Paco. Great block by Yalaramendi, and Rodrigo ends up putting it in the back of the net, but he was offside. But I just let that bounce and go into the back of the net, it would have counted. Unfortunately, it didn't, but we get a 2-1 win against Sociedad. What did that do for the league campaign? You can see, or could see there briefly in the bottom right hand side, we get 9.3 million as tournament prize money. We'll have a closer look at the league table now. And FC Barcelona have won the league title by 2 points from Sevilla, and then a single point further back to myself, and our 2 wins in the final 2 games of the episode against Real Madrid and Sociedad guaranteed us that 3rd spot. Unfortunately, no league title this season here at Valencia. Champions League qualification has been assured though, so we will have to take that into account when deciding what to do next season. But there are some big changes coming on the channel over the next few days, so be sure to keep your eye on your sub boxes. Wednesday, this is going up Monday, Wednesday there will be an extremely important channel update video going up that will need some votes from you guys as well, so I really am going to need your support over the next few days. But that's all for today's episode. We'll have a season roundup tomorrow, but for now, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. and Twitch. All links are in the description down below. You can see them on your screen. And feel free to check out the No Identity merchandise store as well if you'd like to pick yourself up a t-shirt. There is a sale on right now. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Career Mode RTG later on tonight, and I'll see you next time.